ask you this. Have you ever had that moment when your child is doing maths homework and suddenly it's like they've hit a wall? You thought they had it. You thought they understood. But now it's like they've forgotten or they're staring at the page unsure of what to do. And it's not that they're lazy. It's not that they don't care. Often it's because of something you can't even see. It's what I call the invisible maths gap. It's one of the biggest reasons children start to struggle in years 3 to 6. So what do I mean by an invisible gap? Well, maths is like building. Every new concept is a brick on top of the one before it. But here's the thing, if one brick is missing, you don't always notice it straight away. The tower keeps going up and the teacher keeps moving through the curriculum. And your child may even look like they're coping. They might be copying from the board or writing down the answers and nodding along. But underneath, there's a missing brick, a gap. It might be place value, it might be times tables, it might be fractions or division. And when the next concept leans on that missing brick, the whole structure wobbles. And there's huge consequences, isn't there? Here's what it might look like in everyday life. For example, your child might know their 2s, 5s and 10 times tables, but struggles with the 7s and 8s. So multiplication problems feel impossible. Or they can follow a worked example on the board, but the minute they're asked to try it alone, they freeze. Or they're fine with halves and quarters, but 6ths and 8ths, forget it. And here's the scary part. Most of the times these gaps aren't obvious until the workload gets harder. You don't see them until year 5, year 6, even high school, when suddenly everything feels like quicksand. By then, the child already often believes, I'm just not good at maths. And once that identity forms, it's 10 times harder to turn around. But here's the good news. Gaps can be spotted and gaps can be closed. It just takes the right kind of exposure and the right kind of learning structure. So imagine this. Instead of rushing through, your child revisits every concept regularly. Multiplication, it isn't just taught once and left behind. It's cycled back to, reinforced, explained from different angles. Fractions, well, they're not a single unit in year 4. They're explored, they're practiced, connected to pizzas and clocks and number lines until they stick. Every few weeks, your child gets to pause and reflect and test themselves in a safe way. Gaps don't stay invisible, they're revealed early while they're still small enough to fix. And that changes everything. You see, instead of feeling left behind, your child feels caught, supported and able to move forward with confidence. So let me ask you, do you know if your child has any hidden gaps right now? Like on a scale of 1 to 5, how secure do you feel about their foundations? Have you noticed if they can answer quickly when asked or if they hesitate, stall and try and change the subject? Do they breeze through their homework independently or need you to sit beside them step by step? And when they get something wrong, do they bounce back or do they shut down and say, I can't do this? Because these are the little clues. And the earlier you spot them, the easier it is to step in before the gaps grow. And this is exactly why I created a resource for parents like yourself. It's called Did You Know? And it covers 20 important questions every parent needs to consider about maths education. And one of the most important areas it covers is this: how to spot the invisible gaps before they become major roadblocks. It also asks what questions to ask your child and their teacher to uncover what's really going on. How can you play a proactive role, not as a tutor, but as a parent who notices and acts early? You see, here's the truth. Gaps don't disappear on their own, but when you know what to look for, you can catch them early and protect your child from years of unnecessary struggle. So if you'd like a quick eye-opening read that will help you see maths through new eyes and give your child the best chance of thriving, I'd love you to download your free copy today. The link is right below this video. Grab it now and have a read, and you'll feel so much clearer about where your child is really at.